Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Hey, Sherlock Holmes movies that he was in about a decade ago. You might be really excited to see that not only are we going to be getting a third Sherlock Holmes movie starring Robert Downey Jr., but we may also be getting a larger interconnected universe, much like how he was involved in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but with Sherlock Holmes. Let's talk about it. Before we fully dive in, we just wanted to make sure you guys know that we have an Instagram page and we've been posting a lot of really great content over there. We've been putting up stuff like memes, facts, biographies, movie and TV show stuff. So if you're interested in that type of stuff and you want to follow us on Instagram, it'd mean a lot. There's a link in the description down below. You guys can go ahead and drop us a follow. Now, going back to things about Sherlock Holmes, the third Sherlock Holmes movie is actually set to release in December of 2021. However, what we got in a recent panel that had Robert Downey Jr. and his wife, Susan Downey, who is one of his managers and a producer in a lot of the projects that he's in, actually talked about the expansion of Sherlock Holmes beyond this next movie, and how when it coming back to the Sherlock Holmes series that they started back nearly 10 years ago, there's a lot of consideration as to if they were going to revisit this universe, how they could expand and do different things and work with other collaborators to make this thing bigger than just a trilogy of movies. Susan Downey actually went a little more in depth and talked about how in the movie space, there's actually not a lot of interconnected mystery universes. And it could be something really interesting with a lot of television networks, especially things like HBO Max, which are kind of funding these higher quality than standard television shows, but not quite movie projects. And that's something they're looking into exploring after Sherlock Holmes 3 releases. Now, they even alluded to the fact that they could consider doing spin-offs or telling other stories with characters that may appear in this third Sherlock Holmes movie. So there's definitely a lot of potential on the table to see what they would end up doing. Then we also got to see Robert Downey interconnected universes work. If you've paid attention to movies over the past decade, you've seen other universes try to get started that never really got the same attention or burn that the Marvel Cinematic Universe had, because when you look directly at the MCU, you can see that they spent a lot of time early on focusing on telling the individual character stories before trying to connect all the stories together. And that's what we would suspect a team like Robert Downey Jr. and Susan Downey to approach when they take on these projects in the future. But we definitely want to turn it around to you guys. They're pretty vague as to what spin-off shows it could look like or what type of work they would be inspired to break off and tell more stories. Maybe they'd focus on Watson. Maybe they'd focus on other types of characters from the large, expansive source material of books that have existed. But we really would like to know what you guys think. If they made a spin-off series and if they made this into a universe, do you think it would be good? Do you think it would be at the same quality as some of the other universes that exist to this day? Let us know what you're thinking in the comment section down below. Be sure to subscribe with notifications on for more videos just like this, uploaded every single day of the week. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video.
I'm about to.
Hi everybody.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
Hi.
See you guys.
Know anybody?